Their number one job, make sure they get in his sight lines. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Block now to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Drew Lock in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. Murray fighting, lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Lock. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he loses the football a second time. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Patrick Queen gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
They'll go for it. It's Lock. Escapes the sack. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Ravens are going to get the football back.
So, Charles, we are 3 weeks now into the regular season, and we're left with 5 unbeaten teams. Raiders and Broncos in the AFC, over in the NFC, Panthers, Cards, and Rams, all at 3-0. Maybe not the 5 that we would have predicted when the season started, but of that group, who stands out to you?
Well, I'm going to say absolutely all of them. All right, sounds like I'm sitting on the fence, but I'm going to tell you why. Because quarterbacking, always what you're looking at when a team gets off to a hot start, and quarterbacking has been a key for every one of those teams. but I think there's been an addition to each and every one of them. With the Raiders, it's been Derek Carr playing at a high level, but how about how their defense is played? The Broncos, Teddy Bridgewater solidified that position. Their defense has been a constant as well. Von Miller back in his form. When you look at the Panthers, Sam Darnold, again, defense. But remember, they drafted for that 2 years ago when every draft pick was a defensive player. The Cardinals, oh yeah, Kyler Murray's coming into his own. How about the addition of Rondale Moore, the rookie receiver? And for the Rams, yeah, it's not just Matthew Stafford, but Aaron Donald and the rest of that defense really coming to play.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Jackson going to look to run with it. And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. From the pistol, they run it with Murray. And, oh, my goodness, he loses it again. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Tucker's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown! Cortland Sutton, 78 yards. Are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. For Drew Lock coming out of Missouri, the one thing that scouts they loved was his arm strength. And we
were streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. Lock going to try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play in this.
Because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to teach because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. To throw again on second down. Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Throwing now is Locke. He's got it. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap to Locke. Sliding out of the pocket. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Malik Harrison coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Locke now on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, and they got to him again. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's 4th and goal, and that's a loss of 6. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught. Fighting for the pylon, but he will not get there. They mark him short of the goal line. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And that will force a turnover on downs. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. 2nd and 5 now. Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Jackson on first down. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. And Jackson throwing once more. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 35. From the gun, it's Jackson. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. He's going to drop this one down for Murray. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Jackson. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. To throw again is Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. Well, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Jackson to throw. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And the Broncos are able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
James Prochet to return it. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. One last shot for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you